Hello, everybody. Welcome. Rosa Psych Investigator. Everybody, welcome. Rosa Psychic Investigator. So, guys, it's Saturday, August 8th. It's been a little while, right? Even though I said I was going to do videos more often, and that's still the plan, okay? But, um, but I'm back today, all right? And it's just a matter of video organizing, okay? So there is a lot of, obviously, right, a lot going on. This is a protection. I like to ask for protection, a beautiful ray of light coming on top of my head as I breathe in. I feel my lungs as I breathe out. I create a circle. I create a circle. I step into it. I step into it. I feel protected. I feel connected. I like to ask that information come only from the highest sources, that it create the good and all the good, and so it is. So I am here in South America right now. And I was, looking at the news earlier today and saw the very unfortunate uh, new piece of news that Hunter Biden was on an interview with BBC News last night, and basically he said that Joe Biden's cancer has metastasized to his bones and other parts of the body. Okay. Former U.S. President Joe Biden's prostate cancer has spread to other parts of his body and is causing him pain, even as he continues to speak out in public on public issues, his son Hunter said in an interview. In a wide ranging interview with the BBC broadcast late on Friday, Hunter Biden grew emotional as he discussed his father's condition, describing it as very sad to watch. The cancer has spread, metastasized into his bones and further, he said. It's very painful and it's very debilitating in many respects. So that's the unfortunate development. Guys, it is really, of course, a very sad situation because here we are, and the news is always very hard, right? I mean, it is what it is, right? And I was actually chatting with Karina about this earlier, how we see the news and it is just very sad and unfair. And I'm here, to we'll just have to keep talking about it, right? Because we also have to witness this in a way or another. And as weird as it may sound, have uh I still see the positive outcome. Okay. It's just that these things that we witness daily are unthinkable. Not unthinkable, they're real, right? They're not unthinkable actually. But it's shocking because of the nature, right, of the people involved. It's, stuff with the military and the wars and the economic issues that are affecting everyone. so this, it's like when you see the Joe Biden is, no matter how you see his presidency, right? He's a kind man, and I think he cared about US, of course. And to see this, garbage still around, it's hard. So I was talking to Karina about it, just asking, the question, is it a case of um Biden, because I said to her something like he has to outlive trash. He has to be around to see him go away. It is very upsetting, right? To consider all of this. So let me ask Spirit. Okay, Spirit, just give us some guidance here. It is difficult to say the least, right? Okay, I see that Hunter Biden visiting him in the hospital and seeing the x-rays, like the imaging of, I don't think this is it's probably some sort of like MRI, but he is showing, oh, that's right, it's the bone thing. They're showing, and the doctor telling Joe Biden and Hunter that he has about 8 months that he predicts. So, but I see again that Biden is in peace no matter what. It's hard for us, honestly, because of the quality of Biden versus trash, right? Like it seems so unfair. Honestly, sometimes this world is hard to deal with. So so tell me, what is Yeah, honestly, I do see him in, it's like being unconscious, kind of, because I think, unfortunately, right, it's like if he has this sort of cancer, it's very painful. He's going to have to take drugs like that are opiates, for terminally ill patients. I'm just saying it, right? And 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 I see that as he's sort of like he's alive, right? But like still sort of in and out. And then I see that in an image, like either the background is Biden in like is it it's like in the hospital, some kind of hospital. And then it shows me like, like just kind of like the videos, if you make a video, put in one overlaying it, a smaller video of total chaos in the White House and them kind of like the madness, all of it kind of like fading. And so I think he may survive. Yes, I think it's possible he could survive trash leaving the White House, but he may not be fully conscious. Doesn't make sense. That's kind of like what I feel like. Because I do see, and again, guys, I don't want to give time, even though uh it's just such a terrible thing. And I wish the longest in the best life for him. And I want also that when the time for Biden to go comes, that he has a state funeral and all the honors. And I do see the image of it. And I didn't ask when, I don't want to know when, but I do see that the like his funeral of Biden, there being like Trump no longer being in power. Okay. And so yeah. So that's what I get. And I see the country saying the country is in mourning for President Biden and saying that thousands of people coming to DC, and all kinds of politicians from all over the world, right? So, yeah, it's interesting. I see that he, the country is in mourning. It's a very sad time for the country, right? And when he passes, right? And then I see Kamala, all kind, right? So many people, and it's also the vibration of the vibration. Interesting. I was going to say the country, the vibes, like the vibes not being like just kind of the mood of the country is very somber, and it's like all the rebuilding we have to do now, and it's overwhelming. And honestly, then it shows me the image of a couple kissing in Paris in 1945 when the World War II ended, and it's, in other words, it will feel like the World War II, but it's, this is not, the bad people will have left the governments, and then it's time to rebuild. That's what I feel. So, okay, Spirit. Oh, okay. So I was telling you about this, and I was picking up um, Joe Biden's first wife who passed away in the car accident, and she's saying that he knew he had this path ahead, right? All these things to live when they had that contract, right? When they came into this life, and he has fulfilled it. And she's showing me there's still this document and people have information. And guys, honestly, for me, it is just hard to. It is like every day, it's like being punched in the face. It feels like, with the situation, the government, and it's saying the most important thing is for you to keep the image of what's coming and what you want, and not let yourself be persuaded by it, by what's going on. And also, I got that as I was talking to Corinna earlier. I said, and she says it a lot, that we have to stay in a neutral place. For me, honestly, as you know, if you know me, it's very hard to be neutral. I'm always very kind of passionate, right? So it's saying like observe as upsetting as all of these things are, observe them with detachment, and also observe the outcome that's coming, the outcome that you want with detachment. because then we're not attached. We're not living, like, we're not putting this kind of like in front of you. We're pointing this like next to you so that you see it, observe it with attachment, and don't let these temporary conditions poison you completely, right? Because we have to keep hope alive in the sense that we have, and then saying what hope is the outcome that you want, the outcome that you see. And it's saying, instead of like thinking that and then opening your eyes to to the present and saying, oh my God, but look at this, I can't believe, because this is even my reaction sometimes, honestly. You have to just keep going. Again, it's like the moment of darkness, the light has to be bright inside of you. Okay, in that sense. And just take one day at a time. Okay. So so that's that. And just sending light to Joe Biden and his family to thank him for everything he's done. And honestly, guys, so many mixed emotions, right? That I'm like, wow, why couldn't we do something then? All these things. But I think, I still think he's a good person, a very good person. Okay. So that's that. All right. So I'm going to go. There's more to discuss, but I just want to keep the video short and to the point. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.